I'm Dr. Chris Bone for the El Paso Veterinary Medical Association, and this is Plan. We'd like to introduce you to the vibrant El Paso veterinary community.
The veterinary community here in El Paso is unlike any other veterinary community anywhere else. We have been called the best local veterinary association in the world by former EPVMA as well as World Veterinary Association presidents.
Everybody was very welcoming, which is amazing. El Paso, I believe that is very competitive on, your pay. I saw veterinarians of all ages too. The ones that have been in practice for years have a lot of experience, and obviously, everything they've seen is very useful for somebody that's barely starting. But at the same time, I saw, veterinarians that are about my age. They have also graduated recently, and so it's just so diverse and so helpful at the same time.
One of the things that's really unique about the veterinary community here in El Paso is how we help each other out. For instance, one of our community members was in the hospital for a number of extended weeks. The other vets in the community pitched in. His clinic did not have to close for a single day. That's how much we care for and support each other as a community.
The thing here in El Paso is, I don't really feel like I've got any competitors. We're all colleagues here. We all collaborate together, we communicate, and it's just a great environment to be a veterinarian and have the camaraderie that we do here in El Paso.
I'll tell you, one of the neatest things was that when my father passed and I had his funeral, and one of the vets came, and Dr. Garza, and came and worked for me while I was at the funeral to cover my shift. So I thought that was really neat, thing to do. So we have a lot of close friends, and we all get along and help each other, and it's a good group.
Everybody is so supportive of each other. We can just give a call to anybody around town, and we're just willing to help. And it's not just about what we see in our clinics, but just our patients in general and all the community here in El Paso. So I love that, everybody's so friendly, and we're able to just ask around if we haven't seen a case, or just help each other in any way that we can. So that's one of the things that I've noticed, even though I haven't been, in practice for a long time. Everybody's so willing to help out.
We're friends, and if we need to borrow something, we call up the next vet or a couple down and borrow things if we don't have them. And so that's kind of nice. You don't see that in any other area.
I came to El Paso by choice. I've lived in Los Angeles, I've lived in San Diego, I've lived in Fort Lauderdale, I've lived in Austin, Texas, and I can tell you the kindness is part of the culture here. And when I have a question, they're there to support me, put me in the right direction with someone who can help me, and they will do that for you as you come here, either working for the city, working for the county, working at one of our clinics. You're gonna feel supported.
One of the coolest aspects of El Paso is how in the last 5 years it's become a shining example of animal welfare. El Paso has been chosen as one of the 12 pilot cities for the new Human Animal Support Services program facilitated by American Pets Alive. Through grants from organizations like Maddie's Fun, Petco, PetSmart, Bissell, and more, El Paso has reached a 90% live release rate from our shelters.
El Paso is a very unique place, and I've always called it the best kept secret in the state of Texas. A lot of the clinics here really practice cutting edge medicine, and we really get a chance to see a lot of different variety of cases and get to treat a lot of different type things, and it's every day is a new day, and every day there's challenges that need to be met with some of the cases that we see. So it's a good place to get your feet wet. It's a good place to practice. With El Paso being as active as we are in TVMA, with new graduates coming here to El Paso, there's not only the opportunity to work at a practice that's cutting edge and a good practice to come and work at, but there's also opportunities to come and and participate in leadership activities, not only here at the local level, but transfer it on over to the state as well here too. You know, veterinarians, whether you want to take on the title or not, you're a leader every single day, because here when we practice, you are leading the technicians, you are leading your clients, and so leadership is something that is part of what we do, whether you want to think it is or not. So it's important to get those leadership skills now.
There are all sorts of different types of medicine you can practice, from companion animal, mixed animal, emergency medicine, and shelter medicine. There are multiple ways to get involved in the veterinary community, either by working with our animal shelters, doing public vaccination events, doing public education through our award-winning El Paso Proud program, or acting as a spokesperson for veterinary medicine at STEAM-focused events. The EPVMA is also the prime sponsor of the Animal Hall of Fame exhibit at the El Paso Zoo. This exhibit has plaques that commemorate animals that have had an impact on the history of El Paso. El Paso is a great place to make a difference in animal welfare. Our animal community is not just veterinarians, it also involves all the rescue groups and wildlife rescue groups, the zoo. They all work together for the good of animals in the community.
Again, I think El Paso is very unique. You know, a lot of times there's fractions that, you know, kind of bump heads in other communities, whether it be, you know, animal services or humane societies or other, you know, local humane groups. And here in El Paso, we get along with everybody. Everybody is very collaborative. We have our banquet once a year where we go ahead and get everybody from all the different aspects of animal-related industries together to you know, share some time and some friendship, and yeah, unlike any other place that I've ever seen.
In 2020, El Paso again received the distinction of All-American City, in large part due to the community's focus on animal welfare. One of the unique aspects of El Paso is the El Paso Animal Collaborative, which the EPVMA was one of the founding members of. This is a roundtable that brings together all of the animal-related organizations in town. This includes domestic animal and wildlife charities, private and public shelters and rescues, local and state animal and wildlife agencies, and the veterinary community to produce programs that are beneficial to all. For example, we are piloting a program that will teach grade school kids about vaccinations, spay and neuter, wildlife, and animal welfare, so that they will be responsible pet owners in the future. The EPVMA has been involved from the start with the new El Paso Children's Museum that is opening in 2022. We are a sponsor of the Follow Your Instincts section. It targets ages 4 to 7 and invites children to explore careers as veterinarians. They can use a video microscope, MRI, and X-ray machine to diagnose and treat their stuffed animal patients.
You know, it wasn't too long ago I was one of those young professionals looking for new opportunity in a new community, and I was fortunate to find it here in El Paso. Not only did this community provide me the professional opportunity and the ability to grow professionally, but the quality of life here is amazing. From the beautiful weather and the sun always shining, to the culture, the history, the friendly people. You can quickly come here, adapt to this community, and you'll soon be calling it home.
Oh, the people here are super friendly, and if you have kids and you want them to be up to speed on another language naturally, they'll be bilingual when they graduate from high school here.
What I was really impressed by and had the desire for is for my children to grow up in a bilingual environment. The dual language program that's being offered through some of the school districts is an opportunity from kindergarten on up for young people to be immersed in an English and a Spanish culture. And so that by the time that they're in middle school and high school, they're fully bilingual and using that skill for their future opportunities as they go on in their career paths.
Well, what I love about El Paso, the educational side of it for students and for young kids, is that they have options for you. You know, we all love that as a parent to have, well, maybe my kid likes to learn Montessori style and doesn't want to be in a traditional school. Well, we have those for you. But also what you should know is do your research about the schools here and look at the awards that they have won. The public elementary schools,
the middle schools, the high schools. It's very impressive. After school sports, after school programs are big here, from the arts to the sports, so you will never have a lack of resources for your kids.
There's a couple of different magnet schools. There's a medical magnet school. There is actually a foreign language magnet school as well. They offer some of the early college credits. We have a very vibrant community college here. And we also have the University of Texas at El Paso if you want to take some courses or you've got college-age kids who aren't quite ready to travel that far from home. So we've also got a number of really good hospitals. One of our trauma centers is a level 1 rated trauma center. We also have a medical school here in town at Texas Tech. And they've been around for about 15 years, and their goal is to bring more physicians from El Paso back into El Paso.
Yeah, Texas Tech, and the addition of the medical school, the dental school that they're adding, is really becoming a major anchor in the El Paso community as well. Not far off of the downtown, it's going to start to build synergy with our urban core and the medical center campus. And attracting students, dentists, doctors, nurses will only help our community in terms of the emerging medical fields that we are having in the city. You know, UTEP, I think if you get on UTEP's campus, you're going to see probably one of the most beautiful campuses within the country. They've done a great job of elevating its stature locally and nationally as a research institution, as a regional institution, and they do great things for our community, as well as provide great educational opportunities for local students. I can see that UTEP's future is very bright, the way they've positioned themselves over future years. So I expect it to become even more prolific in its reputation and the opportunities it provides, again, not only locally, but throughout the region and the nation. Coming from Nebraska, I thought I was a big fan of Mexican food. And then when you come here, you get the real deal. You get amazing quality Mexican food, but then you can find all different types of restaurants throughout the community to almost fit any like. In downtown El Paso, we're seeing a culinary movement down here that's just starting to emerge, where there's opportunity to try different types of Mexican food from different parts of Mexico, being created by some of the best chefs in the area. You can also go over to Juarez and have different culinary experiences as well.
So some of the things we love to do, the Chihuahuas game, we try to get to it once a year. The new soccer team, what are they called?
The Locomotives.
The Locomotives, we like to do that. We'd love to take a long weekend up to Truth or Consequences. They've got hot springs up there. You can get a really nice soak and get away. We've got some great food downtown. The downtown area has been recently revitalized. I think one of our favorite restaurants, Anson 11, Patafo, Park Tavern. Some of the new hotels that have opened up are just gorgeous and have really beautiful seating areas upstairs where you can watch the lights go on in the horizon as the sun goes down, have a nice cocktail. It's beautiful. And you know, there's always a nice breeze here. It's a great way to kick back after a long work week, is just to go downtown and kick it up. There's a few microbreweries. If you're more into wine, you can go to the west side of El Paso and South New Mexico. There's a couple of wineries up there that are fabulous as well.
Over the past few years, we've seen a number of attractions and events continue to increase every year. We're going to get to the point to where you don't have to wonder if there's anything going on downtown. You'll just know if you come downtown, there'll be something for you to enjoy. From bars and restaurants that are providing live music, entertainment, great dining options, to street festivals like the Neon Desert Music Festival, which is growing every year, to the El Paso Chihuahuas, the Locomotive, the Plaza Theater performances there from Broadway to local acts, and the Plaza Classic Film Festival. I could go on and on about the number of events that, because of our great climate, are happening every month of the year. With the size of El Paso's community and the interest of people working together, there's opportunity for those folks who want to come to El Paso and make a difference in their hometown, make a difference in their community. whether it's boards, commissions, neighborhood associations, organizations such as the Downtown Management District. The barriers to entry are very low. If you want to make a difference in El Paso, you can. So if you're looking for just beyond the professional, personal benefits that a community can bring, El Paso provides that opportunity where you can become a part of the community and help shape the future of El Paso. El Paso's location within the country and being on the border provides great opportunity to also travel outside of El Paso. So you've got a great natural setting with the mountains for hiking, the canyons, you can cross the border. Skiing is not far from here. And the opportunity to where short flights or short drives can take you anywhere from Phoenix to Las Vegas to Disneyland to Dallas to San Antonio. Even up to north to Denver. You're really at a great geographic location to bring a lot of other opportunities right within a short distance, whether driving or flying. I would argue that El Paso is a land of opportunity. We're in that great position where we've got a strong, large population, somewhat off the radar screen of other major cities. And so we're going to be that target area for future investment, future growth, I believe, across all sectors. So what this means for people who are looking to come here for any reason is right now is a great time to get involved, get involved, take advantage of the opportunity and the future growth, and then you can become active in the community. And then that reach that we already have at the state and the national level will only continue to grow. As a community we grow, our profile continues to be expanded, more attention comes to El Paso. I think you're going to see our influence on those other higher levels continue to expand as well. We're one of those communities that often requires you to experience to really have the true value of that. So, but I think if anytime we can get somebody here to El Paso, just like everybody else, they quickly fall in love with it, and it becomes really one of those options that you'll consider to make your home.
Thanks for spending some time with us today. We'd love to show you around our community. Please get in touch with us.